My name is Hannah Kern, and it's such a blessing to be here with you all today. I'm a happiness activist, an international cyclist, and a personal freedom coach, and I campaign for peace and equality through inspiring happiness. I dedicate my life to inspiring happiness because, as an advocate for animal rights, human rights, and environmentalism, I started to question the root cause of each of those injustices and realised it was because someone somewhere or a group of people were making a selfish decision because they weren't content with what they had. They were looking to fulfil some kind of desire, whether that was with momentary pleasure, with food or sex, or something more substantial like money, status, or power. It was all to fulfill the ego. But when we think of ourselves when we're at our happiest, when we're most content, that's when we naturally make kinder and more compassionate, less selfish decisions, because we have the mental room to think more consciously about others. And it is really difficult to stay conscious, especially in the competitive world that we live in today, always trying to meet social standards and keep up with the status quo. Whether that's choosing to become a doctor or an engineer, or to get married and have children, or what to wear and how to be, the world has become a steaming pressure cooker where a lot of people are finding themselves overwhelmed trying to meet all kinds of expectations. This results in so many people feeling lost and dissatisfied with their life choices, trapped in these cycles of unfulfilling lifestyles. According to the Gallup World Poll, 85% of employed people are disengaged in their jobs. The World Health Organization reports that more than 264 million people are suffering with depression worldwide. And Mind Charity released that as many as 1 in 5 people are experiencing suicidal thoughts. Cycling across the world on my happiness mission, living simply and working with people of all cultures, backgrounds, ages and nationalities has taught me so much about anthropology and psychology. And it's given me a unique perspective into understanding human happiness. Living on my bicycle and in other challenging situations has enabled me to study the commonalities that happiness presents across the globe and how we can gift it to one another. It's from this experience, together with my own introspective learnings through spiritual practice, that allows me to present to you these 3 best hacks to help you pause, reset the way you think, and get the most out of your life. Number 1, be present. For me, true happiness is engaging with every bit of your life through both the struggles and the ecstasy with the same state of presence and gratitude. We navigate through life with ever-changing hopes and dreams. Unexpected challenges are always going to present themselves along the way. But remember that everything is temporary, from joy and bliss to sadness and stress. So learn to pay attention, accept where you are, and take the initiative to strive in your chosen direction, one step at a time. Dwelling on what you can't change or living in constant anticipation for what's to come doesn't serve you. And much like riding your bike, life is about enjoying your journey, not constantly waiting to arrive at your destination. Number 2, be flexible. As everything is so temporary, it's so essential that we remain open to our own evolution in order to be in alignment with our values, visions, environment, and company. This includes regularly reevaluating our goals and recognizing the need for change. Yes, this does present challenge to our egos to let go of that ideal we've created and nurtured in our minds and make that decision to change direction and tread a new path. But it doesn't signify failure. In fact, it demonstrates your growth. I went through this experience when I was cycling back from Vietnam to the UK. I'd been cycling for more than 13 months and in lockdown for more than 4.5 months in India before I changed my plan to travel home because of COVID. I cannot tell you how many hours I had spent dreaming about the moment that I cycled up to my family home's front door. But did that make my trip a failure? Absolutely not. It taught me to be receptive to my feelings, empowered by my choices, and it enabled me to tackle the reality that was happening in my present moment in the best way for me. Number 3, communicate. Communicate your feelings, your lessons, your stresses, your visions, everything. We are all doing something right and have so much to share with one another. Effective communication helps us to process what's going on inside. It also helps us to learn, connect, support, and work together. The more we manage to interact with in life, the more we manage to engage with, the more we come to understand. And mastering communication unlocks infinite opportunities. Cycling internationally exposed me to so many types of people from all backgrounds, cultures, and countries. And I've observed what all of us humans have in common: a yearning to be respected, listened to, and loved. Unconscious defensive reactions occur when people feel disrespected. Emotions are held back when people feel ignored. Loneliness manifests when people feel unloved. But when someone feels respected, listened to, and loved by you, you create this opportunity for open, unrestricted connection and help them to become in their most receptive state. This tends to be mirrored back to you as well, creating a two-way sense of appreciation and value for one another. Traveling to so many places where people didn't speak my language has taught me that the most essential part of communication is in really listening. So today I'd like to leave you with one of my favourite quotes, one that resonates so much with my learning since travelling by bicycle. And that is, when you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. We have such a profound effect on one another. And by tapping into these techniques to help us establish and evolve through beneficial connections, we have never-ending opportunities to learn. So as you go forwards from here, and as life presents you with new people, places, opportunities, and encounters, remember to be present, be flexible, and communicate, and you will undoubtedly get the most out of every experience. Thank you so much for listening.